Alright. This is part 3 of the layer setups, and I'm going to start off with, we're going to do briefing and bunks, and I'm going to start this from Solus's POV, which is going to be the site player. So this is the illustrious 4 up, 1 down that I have told people about, that I've been wanting to try out, and that I've been seeing happening. So this is a little bit of how it's going to look. So first off, both walls briefing need to be reinforced on this side. These can stay soft. The biggest thing is that not only this door, I'm going to be barricading that door as well as this one, just so that to deny any lurkers. We will have the hatch open as well as this hatch open, just for some extra like scaring. You can play more vert, because a lot of this site is playing vert, but the one thing that may be a little bit varied, the only thing that might vary is I might add feet holes to this wall, just to add a little bit more pressure to the other team, so they can't just push up frantically and pull off like a ridiculous play. So, you know, we might have a little bit of feet hole. We might have some feet holes there. Bunks wall, double reinforced. That's very important. I will get into. We're gonna have a bandit or a Cade at some point later on in the round, or at some point in the round. Bandit or Cade needs to get this wall electrified, otherwise this whole site is fucked. Alright, that is that. Let's get to smoke, and we'll just go. I'm just gonna work my way across the map and get to it. First thing smoke should be doing, breaking this gas pipe. That is the most important thing about this site. If this gas pipe's not broken, this whole site is just useless. Can't really do anything. I think that putting one barb sky bridge and then I think another barb on bottom green stairs is going to be the best sites, just so, because the main thing with smoke, like you're going to see in the picture, is that smoke's supposed to be playing around storage hall. He's denying them sky bridge. Like, you want to deny highway as long as possible, because the more presence that the defense has towards green, that means that they can't get this wall, and they can't push site this way. It's more pressure so that they can't push green side, and you can hold angles, you can hold a little bit of pressure, and it just ultimately makes the guy on site, it makes his life a lot easier. Moving into storage hall, this is where we're going to start getting into the Warden player. Warden, I think, should be using shotgun, SMG-12, deployable. It could either be deployable or the nitro cell, depending on the situation, and if you're getting overpressured by shield operators or something of that essence. So first things first, storage wall reinforced. So second stall, this is the second wall. Feet holes here on that. R6 room, you have a jump rotate. The only thing I have to say about this is we're going to have somebody who's playing a layer position, or not even a layer, but like they'll be lightly holding the other room. They'll be holding master a little bit, but it's not expected that we're going to be holding it the entire time. So this rotate is a bit dangerous for the fact that there is a long angle that you can see somebody all the way on, and because we're playing smoke and Warden, it's not like you're gonna be able to fucking head dink somebody halfway across the map with perfect recoil control. We're just not pros. It's just not gonna happen. But the Warden's main job here is gonna be, he needs to take his shotgun and he needs to make so much fucking vert that they can't do anything. Like, not to the point where you're screwing yourself over, but you need to make vert so that if they get wall, you can deny it there. You know, you can make a little bit of holes here. This denies in front. This vert denies the plant next to the bomb chassis. You have this vert right here. You get the wall. You have, so this rotate in sight, it's going to be the entirety of this wall with the upper, for the fact that whoever is playing inside or upstairs, if they go for a direct take on site, you guys have this, and you guys can hold across. Because what you're going to see most likely from a lot of people is they're going to blow open this wall with thermite, and they're going to smoke it and go for a plant, probably right there. So, having a Warden here, but I would say Solus too, but Warden is, because we're playing Solus on site, Warden's going to be more detrimental because you're going to be able to watch through the smoke and just shoot these motherfuckers from above. As well as the fact that you have the hatch to watch this. Let's see. Warden, your deployable shield is going to be another good thing for this site setup. I personally think that server hall is going to be the best place for it because right now the Fenrir we're going to have over here in display isn't going to have much to hold off this in this deployable. Beside, like, he can't. It's not really the best jiggling this wall. So giving him a little more cover to play, because if somebody, let's say, is pushing down the hallway, the first thing they can do is they can pre-fire this wall, or if they're playing from bathroom, they're holding this long angle. And the guy that's playing right here, this isn't much to work with, because if they get this wall, or they jump in window, or bathroom, it's sensory overload. You don't have much to do, so I feel like having, you know, this server deployable, it makes it a little bit easier, because now they can jiggle bathroom, hold a little bit more space here for display, and they can just hold it longer. Rotate from server into display. This is different than it is upstairs. Don't be mistaken, it's not head holes when we're up. It's head holes when we're upstairs. It's a rotate when we're downstairs. More important vert. This can get you an angle on the people that are walking in. We'll have this hatch open because this will give you a little bit of area to jiggle these guys on the doors, and it's just another reason for them to not want to push right here. So it's just an extra layer of aggression and defense as well. If they haven't gotten in yet, another good hole right here. That gives you sightline on the door. Let's see. Alright. Next vert hole, Smoke or Warden needs to make these. One of you guys, I don't care who it is. You guys need to make these vert holes, because whoever is playing here, and if Smoke, you know, if nobody's pushing up Skybridge, and like I said, they're doing a direct take, and you guys want to hold crosses, they get this wall open. You guys have vert on this. You can deny you can deny default here on one ping. You could deny almost everything. You know, you got a lot to work with. Bandit. Okay. Actually, I'll do Bandit last. Let's move to Fenrir. It's actually, Fenrir is going to be needing the bulletproof for this site setup. Alright, Fenrir number 1. I like here on Skybridge. I think this is a good spot. Either put it like that, or you can put it here. You know, it's not something people are going to be looking at. You know, it's not something that's that noticeable. You know, you walk by down Skybridge, they're not seeing that shit. So first one goes there. Second Fenrir. I think that the second Fenrir should be going here. This gives you an alert that somebody's coming in the hall. You don't need to turn this on unless you know that the door is open and you guys are getting pressured there. This just gives you an extra layer of notification. Next up, display room. I think that the display room Fenrir, it just needs to go somewhere on this wall. Typically right here is an okay spot. I like to do up here when we play upstairs, but that leads it to being able to be shot by top mez. So this display camera, or this display Fenrir, is almost always going to be wanted to be had because it's just going to be adding that extra layer of defense. It's always the extra. If it's another thing that makes it so that they don't want to push, or it cancels out some time, that's the best thing you can possibly do here. I mean, like, Everything is just waste time, waste time, waste time. How much can I be an asshole? Master Office, I think this is another good one to have. If you're not going to have it on Skybridge, if your Skybridge or your meeting or your R6 room hallway gets blocked, or you know for they're going for a heavy mez push, you're going to want to have this on, because then that's going to alert you that they're walking in the doorway, and they're going to be pushing out their bandit that's going to be playing in here. What I will say is, whoever is playing Fenrir on this site, your job is you need to be able to listen to comms collectively and think clearly, because I'm putting you in a spot where it's not going to be too hectic. All you have to do is watch this window. You don't need to swing it unless this shit goes off. And it's the same thing. If nobody's on the window, you don't need to activate it, and you can keep on Master's Office. You know, something like that. You need to learn how to master playing your Fenrirs and where you should be putting them. This is a very important job for people. Or for you. Another thing, if you get pushed out of display room by bathroom or something, you need to move back to server, or not even pushed out. You need to allocate your attention to where it is needed. If nobody's playing over here and a minute and a half's gone through the round, maybe it's okay to gravitate towards server and try and help out with the guys that are playing in here. That's okay. It's not cut and dry where you need to be setting up. But that's the setup for display over here. Next up is Bandit. Okay. Okay, first two bandits. On Master's Wall, it's not because I'm worried about them pushing in here. It's more so it denies them the time, and it forces them to waste utility on this. And it just forces them to waste utility. And honestly, if I'm being serious, I don't even think that we need this up here. I think it's already enough to waste a hard breach for them to get in through there. I think your bandits should be better off playing on the bunks wall. Whoever's playing site should be playing bunks wall. And then you can get the briefing wall as well. So that's the util for Bandit. The gameplay loop that I think that Bandit should be doing here is you're going to be the layer player. And you reinforce this wall on Mez, and you have the wall over here. You have your master's wall reinforced, so nobody can wallbang you from Skybridge or from wherever they are. And basically, you can kind of hang around Mez a little bit, you know, just do your thing, and then, you know, somebody comes in, you can shoot at them. If you get pressured out, you back up, back into Masters, same thing. Waste some time, maybe jiggle this, get the fuck out, you back up even more. Or you, like, sometimes you'll die. It's unfortunate. It's how the layer position's supposed to be played. You just need to back up, play your life, and even you can back out towards Mez too. If you get pushed out and you think that they're wide swinging this and you don't have a chance in hell in getting through that door, calm that. The Fenrir will be turned on. You back up towards Mez. You play the cross with. You can play the cross with Fenrir. Another thing, if you notice that they're playing really heavy towards there, throw your C4 right there. Get the pre-placed. Jiggle it. There you go. Maybe it's a little better to be on the corner here, because if you play this corner, you jiggling this corner, you jiggling the corner. Get in the gunfight, they swing, they shoot at you, you blow it up as soon as they start. You stop peeking, you blow it up. They can hear it, but they can't do anything about it. And yeah, that's everything. I'm gonna go through and look at all the walls real quick one more time. Ignore this. Rotate server. rotate server, jump rotate R6 room, double reinforce, storage, vert holes, feet holes, more vert holes. Alright, and then we got layer position. That's every site setup for layer. That's everything.